This thing's like brand new, man. This thing's like brand new. The power steering works great. I mean, everything works great. You know, it's only running like kind of lopey because it has old gas in it. 5-speed. I mean, this thing's like perfect. It has a cracked windshield though. They fucking cracked it when I was getting lumber, and the fucking guy closed the hatch before I was ready to tilt the wood, and it fucking pushed it right into my windshield. These fuckers. This thing's amazing. This thing drives great. I mean, this thing, I could do a U-turn in this fucking row. I could do U-turns, no problem. Here, I'll tell you what. See, it has electric windows, everything. I pulled the panels off too. See, I pulled the panels off so I could fix the window regulators, you know? So, but the thing is like, this thing's amazing. This thing's fucking awesome. The only reason why I don't want to drive it is because I'm tired of maintaining an older vehicle. The thing runs perfect. The engine, it only has like 60-something thousand miles on it. There's no way the thing turned over because I bought it from the original owners, and it was only for his wife. She was a school teacher. She drove like they lived in Fountain Valley, so she only drove a few miles to her school. They lived across the street from Fountain Valley High School. So, you know, the thing fucking is beautiful. The thing's running way smoother than it did a few minutes ago. I got a bunch of stuff I need to pull out of here, but I got my guitars in here and stuff, but I mean, this thing's in perfect shape. This thing's like, yeah, the dash cover's only on there to protect the dash. But yeah, this tan stuff kind of got, you know, all you have to do is repaint that with vinyl paint, the tan part, but it's not cracked. It's only just from like typical sun damage, but you know, everything's there. Plus I got a CD change, a 10 disc CD changer, Kenwood stereo. I mean, it's got everything. The thing's beautiful. The thing runs perfect. Right now, I could just drive it, no problem. I just go on I just have to register it. And it passed smog too. The last time I smogged it though, it did kind of miss a little bit, but it has the original catalytic converters, has 2 catalytic converters. The thing's just amazing. That's why I kept it all these years. That's why I pay $280 a month to store this stuff, because I like this. I'm the second owner, and I bought it from people that I know that bought it brand new. So the thing's never been crashed. This is the only damage on the body. The next door neighbor let the handle of the lawnmower hit it when Jerry was storing it next to the house. You know, this thing's beautiful. Even the chrome is nice. Like, I haven't even detailed this thing. This thing has a little bit of, you know, the only damage on the front of it, what was there, one little scratch like that. The grill is perfect, everything's perfect. I mean, it's, you know, it doesn't even have any damage. There's no dents in this thing. It's perfect. I put the rims on there like when I got it, and I have a spare tire. I have that spare tire thing. I only pulled that off so I can go in and out of the hatch without swinging the spare tire out, because I'm parking in my storage unit. But this thing's perfect. I mean, this thing's perfect. The shock absorbers on the hatch don't quite hold it up, but this thing's, I mean, this thing's perfect. It's hard to really get I'm trying to hold the phone steady. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna pull all this stuff out so you can see the interior, and the back seats are perfect. I mean, all the seats are perfect. It's just perfect. This car is like, if you just detailed it out, it would be pretty much like it looks like a 5-year-old Bronco. Like if this was like 1990, like 1994, this is the condition it would be in 1994. So really, I stored it, you know. I got it in like 1998-ish or 99-ish. I drove it for like 5 years, and then when both of my hips went bad, so I couldn't sit in it anymore and push in the clutch. So after I got my hips replaced in 2011, I was planning on using it, but then I just kind of started driving an automatic, and everything's, you know, the rest is history. But I've been storing it indoors like for at least 15 years. I parked it in front of my shop for like 3 years. And you know, I should have got a non-op on it, but I don't know, I'm kind of flaky a little bit when it comes to non-ops and shit. I don't know, the thing's really great. It's a great vehicle, it's a great vehicle. And believe me, it's tight. The suspension, there's no looseness at all. The thing is rock solid. I've had other people that had Broncos the same year, and they said theirs feels really loose feeling. This one feels solid. This feels like a new car when you drive it. The steering, everything feels great. The suspension has front and rear sway bars, so it's kind of like, it's a little too stiff for the highway for me. I would probably disconnect the rear sway bar. It's got a really thick rear sway bar. The rear end is out of an 89. I guess Jerry had something done to the rear end, like a sensor, a ring gear, like, because it has rear anti-lock brakes, and the sensor went out. One of the screws inside the sensor, or that held the sensor on, came loose, and it messed up the ring and pinion. Because I would drive it and I would hear a popping sound every once in a while. One time it popped, and then the ring and pinion kind of exploded. So I bought a limited slip differential. It's got the good rear end in it, out of an 89 Bronco. And I just transferred all the brakes and everything right over to the new rear end. I bought the rear end for like 320 bucks back in like probably 2002. And ever since then, it's been great. It's got two-wheel drive. When you do burnouts in the dirt, if I hit the gas, both wheels spin in the rear. And then if you lock the front hubs, it's really awesome. That's why I'm excited about this, because it's really an awesome truck. You don't see things like this anymore. Okay, well, I'll clean it out a little bit. I gotta transfer contents from my motorhome. So I drive that, and I've lived full time in the motorhome, but I need something. I just need a little car that's easy for me to get in and out of, because I'm 6'2" with hip replacements, and getting in and out of the Bronco is kind of a challenge, because it's kind of it seems like I fit in it good. It's just it seems like it's more suitable for somebody like around 6 feet or 5'10" or shorter or something like that. But it's great. It feels so solid. I'm not even just saying that. I swear to God, it's true. The thing is solid as a rock. See, it's idling just perfect. The thing runs perfect. It's just, you know, I got it, you know, I have a, you know, I think that the O-rings for the fuel lines should be changed. I changed them when I discovered that one of them was sucking air, and it was putting an air bubble in the fuel rail. So once I changed the O-rings, but I don't know if I used exactly the right O-rings. They seem to be working good though. It's a bit smoothed out the idle, because every once in a while an air bubble would build up, and then it would kind of act like a slight miss, and then you'd rev it up and it'd go away. So, but this thing's peppy too. 2.9. The thing's very quick. When you hit the gas, it doesn't have that instant power. It actually winds up. It has a power band. So when you punch it in first gear, it drives like, it accelerates like a BMW. I'm not just saying that. And it's got a really great engine. I know, believe me. I even done compression tests and everything to double check everything when I first got it. That's why there's writing on the manifold. I checked everything, so okay, that's it for now.